Drivers working overtime right now as more people order food to be delivered to their home.
Yeah, and breaking overnight, thieves targeted a pizza delivery driver, taking his car and then wrecking it. News 4's Caroline Hecker is live with what happened while you were sleeping last night. Caroline?
Well, right now, this Papa John's delivery driver is just lucky to be alive. He says he came outside this morning at about 12:45 to grab a drink out of his car. And he says he saw a man approaching him out of the corner of his eye. Didn't think much about it. He says that's pretty common. But then he said that man came up to him, pulled out a rifle, told him to put his hands up, get down on the ground, and put his keys down. So he says he did just that. He got down on the ground, but when he did, he threw his keys. He said he started to run down Tucker to Olive, and when he made it there, he was able to call 911. He says as he was doing that, that suspect drove past him in his stolen car. Now, that suspect made it to the Stan Musial Bridge, successfully crossed over, we are told, but crashed on the Illinois side of that bridge and was taken into custody. And though unharmed, this pizza delivery driver says throughout this entire ordeal, all he could think about was his kids.
The quickest thing I could do is just put my hands up, and when he asked for my keys, I threw them. You know, just a quick discretion, just for me to get out of there and my safety. You know, I mean, a car is materialistic, so as long as I'm okay.
Now, as that man, that victim, was running down Tucker here trying to get away from this suspected carjacker, he says that suspect shot 10 to 12 times at him. And there's evidence of that right up here on the corner of the building at this Papa John's location on Tucker. You can see one of those bullet holes again. He said he heard about 10 to 12 shots by the time he made it down one block to Olive and was able to call 911. Again, he was unharmed. He also told us he only had that car for 4 days, but he says it's a materialistic item, and he's just lucky to have his life early this morning. Now, coming up in our next hour, some advice he has for many of our late night workers trying to make ends meet during this pandemic. We're live in downtown St. Louis this morning. Caroline Hecker, News 4.
You can imagine